What's up, guys? Alpha Predator King Bradley here, and welcome to World Championship Recap. In this episode, we will analyze the first two matches against RS Jainer, which is a very good player in my opinion. He played really well, and I also know him from his name because I've seen his matches. And playing against him, I think he is a really good player, and I pretty struggled dealing against him. But in my opinion, was sometimes pretty lucky, or sometimes made some good plays. But let's jump on the first match. So I played Jericho Spellbane, and he went Umber Rain. So first of all, I chose Jericho because I think that there are not so many decks that can afford to play against a Ember's Jericho. The only decks that can really deal with the Jericho are solo decks, in my opinion, or decks that can swarm with a Vault of the Forest, which sometimes control decks struggles against. So I'm playing a Temple Jericho, so my deck is not at all only stall deck, but also has some creatures. So turn 3, Confluence of Fate, turn 4, Tainted Oracle. And the first impression of this matchup for me was pretty bad, because I thought that I had to withstand against a solo Umber deck. So even if I have 4 Focused Prayer, he has more weapons and Reserve Weapon, which is an ability that restores the weapon and gives it the weapon +1 attack. So it is pretty hard for me to deal with, in my opinion, from 6 to 7 weapons, maybe 6, and 5 reserve and 4 reserve weapon, or 3. So Soul Umber was pretty much a bad matchup for me. So what I'm trying to do is to draw as much as possible and try to deny his resources. I don't know why I didn't play my ability on his Blood Frenzy, but when I see the Visca, I'm pretty happy, because I know that this deck is not a solo. So if I can kill his weapons and heal, I can withstand him pretty easily. Or depends on what is on the playstyle he's gonna make, because now, as you can see, I'm trying to control the board rather than going face. So at this point, I just want to swarm with my creatures because I want to kill his weapon. So if he doesn't kill the creatures, my creatures will overwhelm him, because I have plenty of creatures in my decks. In my deck, if I remember well, I have 14 to 15 creatures, so it is not a Soul Jericho. And what I'm trying to do is to shred the durability of the War Flail, because to deal enough damage to put me into a bad position, she has to use the ability on the weapon, because a 2-attack weapon won't deal well with me, because I can heal 3. And moreover, if she doesn't play any ability to destroy or any creatures, I can just use my ability on my attachments, and then now he's warming, and then replay the attachment to draw 1 card, heal 3. So I have pretty much backup plan. I have control of the match. So since I noticed that this deck was not a solo, I tried to keep some tidal waves. If I remember well, at this point I had a couple of tidal waves in my hand, because I know that when he saw that I have a low amount of cards in my hand, he might want to try and swarm the board, because he can keep his draw steady with the Blood Frenzy, so he will recover pretty fast. So let's see what we're going to do. if I remember, okay, the Focused Prayer. So I've played the Focused Prayer when Amber had no Shadow Energy, so the next weapon he's gonna play is not going to matter so much. So okay, he's going for face to try to put some damage on me, but I'm healing pretty much, so the match at this point is pretty much in my favor. Also, thanks to the Tainted Oracle, which provides the draw I need, and the Embers of the Just, which is pretty strong. Okay, playing the Embers. I'm trying to go for face because I have a Tidal Wave. So I just want to put him into the kill range and scare off his Blood Frenzy. So I'm taking advantage of the fact that I can control the board with Tidal Waves and the Embers of the Just. So at this point, he's forced to play his weapon and losing a durability to do only 2 damage, which is not really important in my opinion. So I'm trying to swarm with critters, play as many critters as possible, to force him to destroy my critters or deal with a big amount of damage. So okay, he's picking up his weapon and going for face to me. So maybe he's going to drop a retreat, but the knight is steadfast. Knight of Anaxio is steadfast. So this is pretty much in my favor. So here comes the Focused Prayer, and I'm trying to preserve the Knight of Anaxio. Maybe he will, even if it drops a crippling blow, it maybe doesn't matter because I have my ability to destroy it. So this is pretty good. Okay, I think we had the match at this point. So yeah, going to 6 and playing maybe okay, but the knight is not. Okay, Sorcerer of India. Okay, we see, as I expect, the Sorcerer of India, but my dex relies on playing only 2 abilities, so the Sorcerer of India against me is pretty much a dead card. So okay, we played good. This is, in my opinion, if he played a Soul Amber deck, he pretty much could wreck me, and I had no response other than 4 Focused Prayer, but without attaching my Embers of the Just to his allies, I was pretty much relying only on my 4 or 3, if I remember well, a Tainted Oracle, which is obviously not enough to deal with a sword deck of that caliber. I mean, Amber can have 4 to 5 attack weapons, and which are pretty much strong in my opinion. So my allies, which are not so strong. The biggest one has 5 health, which is the Knight of Anaxio. So the survivability of my allies is not guaranteed. So maybe against a Soul Amber, the only thing I can do is just try to deny his resources by killing it instantly is Blood Frenzy, and hope he doesn't draw too many weapons, and hope I draw a lot of Focused Prayer to kill his early weapons. So okay, this is pretty much straightforward. Maybe if I remember well, I go another time, turn 3, Confess of Fate, which is really important in my opinion. So in this match, since I'm starting second, I have 1 turn earlier my ability. So what I'm trying to do, if I remember well, is to deny his drawn Jin instantly and try to struggle him as fast as possible. So okay, he pumps his weapon and attacks me for free. So here it comes. If I remember well, what I'm going to do is just play the Lingering Essence. No, okay, it was an instant Knight of Anaxio to put some pressure on him. So I'm not destroying the... maybe... Here's the deal. I did this move because in the next turn I will deal a Focused Prayer plus Lingering Essence, but yeah, at this point what I'm doing is just Ember of the Just and control the board while I'm healing. So I'm not destroying the weapon because the weapon only has 2 durabilities, so in 2 turns or maybe in 2 attacks it will shred. So I'm saving maybe my focused prayer. I don't remember if I had a focused prayer at this point to destroy the weapon. So let's see. Okay, the Lion Seductress kills the Knight of Anaxia, which is pretty much a threat for him because I can remove the crippling blow from him and pump is to a stellar attack. So okay, Cinder Apprentice. Okay, I'm playing my critters, which are pretty good. Cinder Apprentice at this point can't be attacked from the Lion Seductress. Okay, but he plays the Visca, attacks it with weapon or news resources. So okay, he's attacking me. And maybe the Visca kills the devoted knight. So I don't have another knight. And he retreats my... Okay, which is pretty good. Okay, but now, if I remember well, I'll destroy his Blood Frenzy because he doesn't have any more cards. Only 4 cards in hand. So, yeah, if I remember well, I did this move. Syndroke Apprentice and kill the Blood Frenzy. Yeah, I did this move because since he played a lot of cards this turn to take advantage of the Jeweler's Dream, I was pretty much confident on this move because I'm slowing him down. When I do this move, the only reason is because I have not so many good cards in my hand, so I'm trying to slow her down and see if I can take advantage of the fact that he throw out her resources. Okay, so okay, here comes the Knight of Anaxio, which pretty much deals with his Blood Dancer. Okay, another Lion Seductress. And he was pretty kind on keeping the Lion Seductress, noticing that I'm not playing a Soul Jericho. Okay, he's playing the Blood Dancer. And if I remember well, I had another Tidal Wave in my hand. But let's see, I don't remember well. Maybe okay, Sword Eyes. Okay, no, I'm not playing a Tidal Wave, I'm just controlling the board and killing the Lion Seductress with the Embers of the Just. I can also play another time the Embers. Yeah, which is the move I'm doing to heal 3, only 2 in this case, and kill another ally. So doing pretty well with allies is the strength of Embers Jericho while keeping only 2 abilities. So I'm drawing 2 cards with the Confluence of Fate, and at this point I'm pretty much over him. I'm overwhelming him with my advantage. So the Blood Dancer stays on the board, and it is useful for me to use it for the Embers of the Just. So here's another time he's trying to go for face and put as much damage as possible. But at this point, I'm pretty sure I played a Tidal Wave and a Creator. No, I'm not doing this. Okay, I'm playing a couple of Embers just because I had 2 Embers. 3 Embers in my hand, so the other card is the Ember of the Just. So I'm playing Embers to draw 2 because I don't need 3 Embers in my hand. Absolutely, I just need 1. And so I draw 2 cards, and I don't keep the 2 Embers. So even if he draws the Soldier of Fendia, it is useless for him. So okay, Knight of Anaxio, Creators, focused prayer on the weapon because I saw it was only 1 weapon he had. Maybe to keep the Knight of Anaxio on the board. So I'm not... Maybe I didn't do the best move in my opinion, but this Knight of Anaxio is going to cut down this Amber to size because I'm shedding 2 or 3. Okay, I'm sever ties the draw engine, and this Knight of Anaxio is going to do 3 durability to the weapon, which is pretty much ideal for me. So it comes the 3rd durability, and the War Flail only has one. So at this point I'm pretty much in a good position. But I have nothing in my hand. Maybe a Tainted Oracle. Well, my Tainted Oracle were on these 16 cards. So Tainted Oracle would have really a lot at this point. Because I'm giving her 3 turns. But let's see. If I remember well, I tried to take advantage of my ability even if she was not playing an ability at all. So yeah, Fox of the Prayer, and if I remember well, I kill my Conference of Fate or Lingering Essence. No, maybe on the following turns. So yeah, another Jor's Dream, plenty of weapons, as you can see in the deck. So yeah, it was killing me slowly. Weapon deals 12 damage, and is really a lot. So in this position, I am potentially 3 damage away from lethal, but obviously not, because I can target my own attachments. So his plan is pretty much straightforward. I don't play my ability because even if she has a Visca, can't deal me so much enough damage to kill me. So at this point, since I have 6 health, I'm going to play my ability on myself. So yeah, Lingering Essence goes away, play another Lingering Essence, and play my creators. So I get another card. So yeah, I stepped away from the lethal because he could have another Visca in her hand, and it's pretty much not ideal for me. So yeah, he's attacking my creator because this in my turn is a 4/4, and that's pretty good. So yeah, at this point he played his creators and was pretty much confident at this point. I could just play my ability to destroy his creators. I don't remember if I had I had another Tether Wave. As you can see, I did the ability on her. So yeah, Tether Wave, because the Avenger was going to die the following turn, and I play another creator. At this point, if I remember well, she has another weapon to kill my Devoted Knight for sure. No, she doesn't. I misread. So I play my ability on myself because I can heal. I heal 1 again, another Shadow Energy, draw, and yeah, step another time from lethal. And I did this move because I know that in the following turn I had 4 Shadow Energy to do something. So yeah, it's playing the Sorcerer of India. And if I remember well, at this point it was pretty GG for me because I have Embers of the Just, which is 4, 7, 9, and I have the Sever Ties. So it is GG for me. So yeah, another time Embers of the Just, Sever Ties, yeah. And this is a little for me, and I go to 18 health, which is pretty much good in my opinion for Jericho Spellbane. This deck, in my opinion, is pretty solid, especially for a World Championship, where the majority of decks is not stall, so you can stall or solo, so you can afford to play this deck pretty much confidently, in my opinion. And the only struggle are sometimes rush decks, which can deny with First of the Light your ability, which is pretty useful in the early turns to control the board. And Jericho has a very slow start in my opinion, so if your opponent starts really fast and has some bolts, it can kill you, especially because the rush mages can play the role of solo, like sometimes Zaldar on anything that can play solo potentially can kill this kind of Jericho, even if I'm playing some creators. So rush mages can just fireball, kill my creators with the Supernova because I have no creators above the 6th health, and stuff like that. Millstalker, I have nothing to deal with Millstalker on other kind of style decks. So this deck is, in my opinion, solid for a world championship because style decks are not so common because everyone is, in my opinion, prepared. So warriors have smashing blow, Sorcerer of India. Humans have Sorcerer of India. I saw a lot of Sorcerer of India and Rapacious Vermin in this world championship. So playing a style deck is a risky move, and Jericho is pretty much good in my opinion as Zana. So even if I didn't see so many Jericho, so priests are really good for the world championship because after the nerf of the elementaries, in my opinion. So pretty much the same that say the Rock Hello when posted a Zana list, and I must agree with that statement because in my opinion priests are pretty much tier 1 or tier 1.5 in my opinion. So yeah, priests are good, everyone be priest. So this is enough for this episode. Check the next episode because it's really important and pretty good in my opinion, better than this one. The next episode is pretty much challenging with me playing the Zara against a Bloodfang. So be sure to check it out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and put a like on the video, I really appreciate it.